Hello everybody, this is Renee. I want to do an intuitive reading, but I wanted to use different decks, so I want you to choose the deck you feel drawn to. So we have a Slavic deck, we have a Nordic deck, and we have a Romanian or Romany deck. So I'll show you some of the cards. Here's the Slavic deck. It's called Tarot of the Golden Wheel. Okay. Here is the Nordic deck. All right, and then finally we have my near and dear Romany tarot deck. All right, so which deck do you feel drawn to, or which culture resonates for you? Is it Slavic, Nordic, or Romany? Once you've made your choice, you can look below at those timestamps and fast forward to your reading. This is a general reading. This is a timeless reading, so it's going to be good whenever you watch this video. So take that into account and come back at the end for a collective read and some messages for me. Thanks. All right, group one, if you chose this Slavic tarot deck, Tarot of the Golden Wheel, then this reading is for you. To give the reading some structure, I am going to do my 4 W's and we'll build off of those. Okay, so work, 2 of Swords, wages, wedding, well-being. Work, there is a tough decision having to be made about your finances, and there are a lot of opportunities, Perhaps you are being offered different positions or different jobs and you have to choose from them. All of them look good. That's the good news. All of the choices look good. Spend some time alone, really get into the emotions of the situation. Look at the job or position long term. What can you see yourself doing for a long time and being happy doing it? So you don't only want to focus on the money, you want to focus on the emotions of it as well. What are you most passionate about? What can you see yourself doing in the further future? So wages, 6 of Wands, definitely victory and holding your own. You are holding your own here. You have definitely reached a point of power. So you're a leader, but you're a compassionate leader. And that's what brings you your great fortune here, is your compassionate nature. Yeah, oh my gosh, yes. And I'm just getting validated here with the Ace and the Queen and the Emperor. You are a very strong, well-liked leader in your field. And the wages are, of course, stellar with the Ace of Wheels or Ace of Coins. So that is why you are being offered this extra money or this other position or promotion, because you are good at what you do, not only on paper, but you're good with people is what I'm hearing. All right, so that plays a part into your wages and your job as well. So let's look at wedding or relationships here. Okay, moving forward. But with that Moon card, you know, trying to see into the darkness of the situation, it looks like there is someone coming in, or there is kind of a solidifying of a current relationship, but you're very clear on what you want and you get what you want in this relationship, is what it looks like to me. Draw a few more on that subject. 8 of Wheels, it's going to take work. So neither of you are perfect. Nobody's perfect. That's fine. It's going to take some work and some action and effort, great effort, to make this relationship work. But it does look good if you put the work in. All right, so let's look at well-being or wellness. Wow, the World with the 3. I feel that, oh, even despite that though, yeah, bending over backwards, you're seeing something from a different perspective because of some type of chaotic event or something that happened in your past or within your upbringing. It enables you to see things from other people's perspectives. That's another gift that you have, group 1. is really being able to empathize and sympathize with other people. Oh my gosh, there are wishes coming true as well for your well-being. I was hearing like a struggle, yeah, about your health. There is a struggle there, but I do feel like going within a little bit and meditating and focusing on healing yourself, kind of in a metaphysical sense, is going to help you, Group 1. Let's draw a few oracle cards for you. Okay, so your first message here is letting go. Learn to let go. Learn to let go of what no longer serves you, Group 1. And we will draw also one of my cards. We have brown, earth, foundation, seeds. So right now you are building the foundations of your future, okay, by making this decision in regards to your work or career or schooling. And I feel that it's a very stable, steady foundation. I mean, we have the ace with the bull standing out right here. We have the brown, the foundation. We have a brownish orange color in this card. You know, I always look at the colors, if you follow me. And it's all about grounding and laying down foundations for your future. But remember, it is your compassionate nature and your ability to empathize and your ability to communicate clearly with other people. That is your gift. That's your big gift. That's what sets you apart from others in your field. You may also be like a math genius or have a scientific brilliant mind, but your ability to connect to others is what puts you above others in your field. So utilize that, okay? Utilize your empathy and your intuition and let it work with you and for you. Remember to let go of anything that does not serve you, like I talked about over here, the Tower card, that your well-being and your strength has a lot to do with you suffering something in the past. Maybe you had a dysfunctional family growing up, or you suffered one or more huge traumatic, tragic events. It's time to let go, I feel, because the lesson has been learned, which was to move past it and perhaps forgive and perhaps grow from it and become a better person for it. But for most of you, perhaps it's time to let that past go. All right, so that is your reading, Group 1. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to come back at the end for the group reading. Bye. Hello, Group 2. If you chose the Nordic Tarot deck, then this is your reading. So I am going to do my 4 W's reading because I feel that a general read sometimes needs some structure. So we're going to do the 4 W's and build off of that. So it's work, wages, wedding, wellness. Work, career, money. Wedding is relationships, and wellness is health and well-being. Let me do one more quick shuffle. And let's get started, Group 2. All right, 2 of Cups for work, wages, wedding, and wellness or well-being. Let me take a look at these. I'm going to draw on them to get a clearer picture. Clarity. Oh my goodness, yeah. There is something happening with your work where you are partnering up with someone. You're very clear with that ace on what you need to do to move forward. A lot of you, this is your own business. Many of you, it's just a project in your work space or where you're already working. But something's being left behind and more doors are being opened. You have the ambition to move forward with this, but there's also the sense of juggling a few things at once. So there's a lot of multitasking going on with your work or career. Let's draw a few more in that category for you. Yeah, King of Coins. So you could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this could just be someone you're bringing in as a partner who is also a mentor. So they're coming in to kind of assist you or help you in some way with this project or idea. We have another kind of masculine helper archetype here with the Emperor. There's maturity, responsibility. There's a little bit of spontaneity, like it states with this card. So I would say a little spontaneity goes a long way, but don't divert too far from your initial plan or path, right? The plan you've drawn out, or the plans you've drawn out for your business or this project, kind of stick to that for the most part. Maybe diverge once in a while, but essentially as long as you're sticking to this game plan, which you may get help with, everything should go really well. You're very, very busy though. Two of Swords, difficulties, but we do have success rising above that and completion. And with that completion comes balance and more money, and more money. Some of you, that could be a court case. Wow, in which case it's definitely being ruled in your favor. So it's a very advantageous outcome there. Wishes coming true. Boundaries being drawn, but also a sense of empowerment, and also trusting your own intuition in this area, especially if it has to do with a with the justice system, or a judgment being passed on something that concerns your money and the outcome of your finances. So let's take a look at wedding and relationships. So we have the 5, and you know it says emotional withdrawal, but we have opportunities. Okay, definitely there's movement with the Chariot, and there's growth, and we have more earth energy. We had the King of Coins, now we have the Queen. More of that earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I would not be surprised. Maybe this is the same person, the person you partner with creatively, or within your workspace, or for your business, or the person you're getting advice from here could very well become a romantic interest if they are not already. We also have fire energy with the Queen of Wands. High passion, also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Very determined, very motivated. I feel that it's, yeah, but kindness with the Queen of Cups and the water energy. I just feel like the person who is either in your life or coming into your life as a romantic interest is a lot like you. You're a lot alike. You're very driven. You're very passionate. You are maybe even borderline workaholics, but you definitely support each other and you motivate each other is kind of what I'm getting. So let's see what we get with wellness or well-being. All right, with the 10, there's a little bit of a restrictive part of this, and in limbo. And the 5 with the Magician. All right, so I do feel like there could be some kind of procedure or surgery taking place for you and for your health, or a health issue. Don't be afraid of this procedure or surgical procedure. It looks like it would end very well with that Magician. We get mastery. So don't be afraid to get that done. Obviously, you know, trust your own instincts. But overall, in a general sense, some kind of a procedure could be, you know, if you have a back issue, maybe just seeing a chiropractor. That might solve a lot of your issues, group 2. So let's draw a few oracle cards to wrap up this reading. We have for you Peacock. Raise your standards. Yes, raise your standards, especially in work and with money and with your emotional life, in relationships. Expect from the other person what you are willing to give, right? You want a balance there, a balance of energy, a give and take balance. We also have for you Sapphire. Knowledge, learning, and organization, and more earth energy. This is the sign of Taurus. Okay? It's like the bull. Slow but steady, very strong. That's kind of the energy of your reading. And there is some knowledge coming into it, having to learn something new, organizing everything to kind of get the ball rolling on this business or project. All right, group 2, thanks for watching. Bye. Hello, group 3, if you chose the 3rd deck, the Romany Tarot. And this is for you. I am shuffling so that I can kind of tap into whoever's watching this. So I hope you don't mind that I always do this. A lot of readers shuffle off camera, which I also do that, but I like to give it an extra shuffle while I'm tuning in. All right, group 3. So what's coming up for you in work, wages, wedding, and wellness? Work, we have strength. Wages, we have the Hermit. Wedding, we have the Four of Swords. In wellness or well-being, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Nice. So let's draw off of the first card here. Strength for work with the Star, wishes, and the King of Cups. Wow. A lot. Okay, all 3 of these readings are pretty similar. There is some really good news coming your way as far as work goes. It looks like a promotion and a raise. It looks like it's more than one thing. So it could be a promotion and a raise, or a raise and a bonus, or a promotion and a bonus, or any of those 2 combinations. That's what it looks like to me. If you're not working right now, this is definitely getting hired, and perhaps making more than you were expecting, or at least getting what you were expecting and hoping to get, because we have the Star. We have the Ten of Cups. There is now a relief for you and your family. You are no longer worrying so much about money because you are working hard and the money is coming in. Now let's take a look at the money slot here with wages. We have the Hermit, the 6, which is notoriety, the 9. Wow, you're definitely coming to a point where you're making more than you had ever thought you would at this point in your life. All right, and you're able to maybe train or help others or give back. And there's still a little bit of forward momentum for you, group 3. So it's not over yet. It's not like you've reached, the top of that mountain in your workplace. There's still some mountain left to climb. So even though you feel really high up there and you're feeling really good and really confident, if you keep working as hard as you do, as hard as you have been, it's definitely going to just get better and better and better over time. I will say there's a lot of water energy coming through. We had the King and the Queen of Cups, which I believe group 1 also had. So there is that water element, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You might be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But the message here with wages and work is you're happy, you're overjoyed here. You're getting to a point of feeling really comfortable and really liking what you're doing. You're feeling you are valuable to your company. You are being paid enough. You're not being overworked and underpaid anymore. It's something that you're feeling very proud of. All right, let's take a look at wedding or relationships. There is some pain in this area. We've got a lot of swords coming through. Okay, but someone is coming in that's going to help heal your heartbreak. Heal that heartbreak. The person coming in, there is again some more water, but I feel like the person coming in is probably being typified here as the King of Chives or Knives or Swords. So it could be someone who's an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or someone who is extremely smart or in the military or the justice, judicial system, law enforcement, anything like that. They are coming in with an invitation, asking you out on a date, something coming your way. Let's see what else I can tell you about that and that person. Whoops, I dropped a card. Let me grab that just a second. So we got the Emperor energy. He's someone who's very responsible, reliable. He's a lot of fun. He might already have children, or at the very least, he would like to have children. And we have the Ace of Wheels. So someone who's really grounded. He's really got his stuff together. He's got his life together. Could be a female, but I'm just using he because of that King of Swords, right? but this person is extremely grounded, extremely reliable and responsible, and kind of set in life. You know, they probably have a career that's reliable and steady. They probably have their own home or their own place, their own car. They're independent is what I'm saying, right? But also loving, coming in with a pure heart and with sincerity for you. So let's take a look at the last placement here, which is wellness or well-being. And you have the Wheel of Fortune. Right off the bat, we have something turning around for the better. So there's a change for the better here with your health, whether it's physical or mental. We have Temperance. There's a balancing of emotions and mentality. We have the Chariot, moving forward, sticking up for yourself. We have the High Priestess, trusting your intuition. Another 2. And then we have the 8 as well. So leaving something behind that no longer serves you in the area of health or wellness or mental health. For example, maybe your whole life you've been anxious or manic depressive. You are doing something, you're making changes to where that's kind of like falling behind. It's going to be a part of your past, Group 3, because you are changing. The Wheel of Fortune is turning, all right? It is change coming your way, where you're feeling better mentally, emotionally, and physically. All of that is manifesting. I'm going to draw one more on that category. We have the 5. You're coming out of this. You're coming out of the mentality of suffering or lack or imbalance, and you're coming into the balance of temperance and leaving behind the imbalance. Okay, so let's draw you a few oracle cards. We have Archangel Gabriel coming through for you, messenger of creativity and hope. I love that for you. Love that. Let's draw you one of my cards. That brown color in the Archangel Gabriel card makes sense for grounding. And also for you, we have gold, of course, prosperity, riches, and wealth. Absolutely rings true for you, Group 3, and this reading. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Be sure to stick around for the collective reading coming up next. Bye. Hey everyone, thanks for hanging around and coming back to the bonus collective reading. But before I get started, I need your suggestions. For those of you who have purchased my Color Goddess casting cards, this first edition, if you could please let me know what you would like to see changed or improved in the second edition, which will hopefully be printed at some point in 2022. But I would appreciate that very much because I'm already talking to some publishing companies and some printer companies. So I would really like to know what you think of, you know, the cardstock, the gilding, the silver, each individual card. I know I'm already making some changes on the font, like I'm going to make this font lighter so you can read it more easily, etc. So I've already made some changes, but I really do welcome and appreciate any suggestions you have about this deck and the second edition. So go ahead and contact me via Instagram or Facebook. All that will be below, or you can just comment below if you would like. So I really would appreciate that. Thanks so much in advance. Also, if you're interested in more content like this, like what you see on YouTube, please join me on Patreon. It's really affordable. It's just $5 a month, $10 a month, or the higher tier I think might be $15 or $20 a month. But for $10 a month, you get access to all of my Tarot 101 instructional videos. I have been complimented on the way that I teach tarot because I teach it so that it's easy to understand and easy to use, right? I'm not going into all the aspects of the tarot. I just want you to get the gist of it so that you can start doing readings. And that's what I'm doing with my video series, Tarot 101 video series, which you can only find on Patreon. That link will also be below, so please consider subscribing to that. I add new content every week, new videos. Eventually, I'm going to do some live streams where I will do some free live readings as well. So it's really exciting. I just launched that about a month ago. So check that out, please. Also, you can purchase a video reading like this, just like this, with my hands and the cards via my Etsy shop. You can purchase a 15-minute video reading personalized for you. So be sure to check that out as well. All right, let's get into the collective reading. What do we all need to know right now? I'm using the Slavic Tarot of the Golden Wheel because it's my newest deck, so why not? I just received it recently for my birthday. So we have the 5, okay. Devil, Knight, and 6. Coming out of a very negative, sad, time period. The energy being maybe negative and full of worry and anxiety and perhaps depression, but coming out of that with the Ace of Wheels or the Ace of Coins, definitely coming out of that. And the Knight of Wands. There's a transition happening here. There's working with other people, seeing other people socially. Everything's opening up a little bit more, and we are getting together in person more and more as time goes on, with, you know, being careful, obviously being very careful and taking precautions. Yeah, but the energy is restructuring. The key word for all of us, I feel, is probably restructuring or restructure. Let's draw a few oracle cards to see what we get for the collective. We have competition, summon courage, and self-confidence coming through. And we have periwinkle, chilled, frigid, frozen. And in this case, it means coming out of a chilled or frigid or frozen state. I have to say, a lot of earth energy coming throughout this whole video. A lot of earth energy. Get grounded, friends. Get outside in nature. Take a walk, take a hike, jog if you're into running, or just sit outside or garden. Enjoy the earth and benefit from the healing powers of the earth as soon as you can. And it will result in you feeling stronger, more positive, and more motivated to move forward. All right? Thanks, everyone. Bye.